every bottle of Millborn Farms drinkable yogurt is hand-labeled.
You see that the label is a little bit crooked, and you can figure out it's probably good to put that one on.
Gert Schutt and his wife Arda immigrated from the Netherlands in 1983 with the dream of owning their own farm. In January of 1999, that dream came true, although they did receive an icy reception at first.
Everything was sheer ice when we moved here with trucks and the cows. The day we moved the cows in, we were able to milk them that evening and get everything settled. And but yeah, as I said, that was definitely a challenge.
We really came over here to get into dairy farming, and we started out with 40 cows, 80 cows, 120. You kind of get the picture. And we're still a small farm by all measures, but maybe already a little bit bigger than we want to be.
As their business grew, the Schutts were faced with a decision: get bigger, get out, or go small and find a niche to fit their farm.
We really like the cows, but more doesn't really make it better. And the other thing we kind of feel, we just, by adding cows, all we do is chasing smaller and smaller margins with more and more animals. So if you don't want to add cows, then what? That's where the yogurt was born.
Although it has yet to catch on with consumers in the United States, doctors and dietitians like drinkable yogurt because it's a nutritious drink that has far less sugar and calories than other on-the-go beverages. For the Schutts, the timing seemed right to introduce their made-in-Vermont product to the marketplace.
When we started the yogurt, we created another business that, other than the fact that we use our own milk, has little or nothing to do with the farm. The biggest difference is probably the whole marketing end. As dairy farmers, we really don't worry about it. We pay our 10 cents to the National Dairy Board or 15 cents, and that's kind of where our marketing stops. We could do a much better job and talk to the public a lot more than we do, but we really don't have to. Our milk is taken, and it's taken care of from then on. By taking part of our milk and creating a value-added product, now the marketing is up to us.
As if the challenge of marketing an unfamiliar product with little or no marketing experience wasn't enough, the Schutts now found themselves running two businesses.
We're getting spread really thin, trying to keep everything going, and it's very easy to go make a pallet of yogurt for a couple $1,000s and lose that same amount of money on the farm end if you don't pay attention.
If I'd known what I know now 6 months ago.
You would have told me then to lock in.
Yeah.
Schutt contacted Al Curler, a consultant with the University of Vermont Extension's Vermont Farm Viability Program.
I'm a facilitator. I try to get them to think outside the box, or give them ideas, or you try to look at the resources that are here as opposed to maybe try to, do some big expansion or something like that. Let them, how can you generate income from the resources that you already have?
It's not so much that they give you the solutions on a piece of paper. Hey, do this and you'll be okay. It's all about asking the right questions to make you think.
The farmers that Curler and his colleagues work with are all unique. Some, like the Schutts, are producing a value-added product, while others have an eye on expansion. And some are trying to transfer the farm from one generation to the next. One thing that many of Curler's clients have in common is something that they lack: a formal, written business plan.
A business plan is a living document. It's not something that you write and then set up on the shelf. And that's one of my goals on the business plans that I've done. I usually follow up with those producers in 3 to 6 months or a year later, or I've been following up on some that were done back in 2004, just to say, well, how are things going? Should we update it, or just talk about where maybe the business is going.
We needed somebody to kind of hold our hand, if you will, and say, okay, make sure you don't lose focus here, make sure you don't lose focus there. We really kind of needed a business plan. We were just kind of not doing things just by the seat of our pants. We certainly had a plan, but to actually sit down and write it out, it's a whole lot different than having a plan in your head.
We get the help, we get the expertise, but we still have to do work. We got to implement the ideas that they're coming up with. I mean, it's up to us to implement that and to make sure that we use, the information properly and to have it benefit us. So yes, that's definitely still up to us, yeah.
It's said that what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. And to that, Gert agrees.
It's our 5th year, but we're definitely still in the beginning stages. I guess the good news is lots of businesses don't make a year. Even more businesses never make it to 5 years, so I like to think we got a little longevity here going. But we're at that point where we know we kind of got the whole processing part under control really well. We kind of know what we're doing in there.
Even if things look a little crooked, Millbourne Farms is headed in a straight line toward success. In Shoreham, I'm Keith Silva with Across the Fence.